Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bengals going up against the Bills.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills.
No, check, Patriot! Legg79's Philly, here we go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Hey, watch the right. No, check, Patriot! Blue 90! No, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, now look. You got tight. Right there. Leopard. Now let's go. Green. Legg79's Philly. Here we go. Check. Detroit. Here we go. Leopard. Here we go now. Check. Patriot.
Now they run with Mixon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, get all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal.
Gone! Now let's Legg79's Philly, here we go! Over!
Now Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Let's go!
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats them on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall into the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. Ohio.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Double tight, double tight. We got three, Let's go. We got 3. Red 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
All right, now, look at 56. Check 31, check 31. All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 30. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly, here we go. No, check. Check safety. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Kill, turn up.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Come on, let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
What's left? What's left? Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Hot! Slam!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Two times! Let's go! What? 90!
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go! Grand 38!
On 3rd down. That's Hale. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Play to Mixon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They're set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good. It doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Patriot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Come on, let's go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Single.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Watch left.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Let's go. Grand 38.
We got 3. We got
Grand
3 down.
Ohio. Let's go. Grand 38. Flex Brown.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Come.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Double tight.
Let's go. Grand 38.
4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Willis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. So you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now the backup Kaiser to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Pierce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Man left.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Red, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Flex round!
Kaiser now on second down.
Back.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the offense has it first and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Let's go, Ohio!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
On second down, Kaiser again. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Flex round! Let's go!
84.
Ohio!
They'll throw again. Kaiser. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Watch left. Start right there. Come on, let's go.
On third down, Kaiser. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Come on, let's go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goal. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral anymore.
And incomplete there. a nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no,
that's exactly what they did. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back far.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Check. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go. Hut. What? 90. Hut.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down, Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Tighten up! Hut!
From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We got 4. We got 4.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Come on, let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really like respect about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go!
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Come on!
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
So the D-line's going to spread out. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, baby, get on your feet.
Come on, let's go!
Again, it's Kaiser. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Flex round! Flex
A
round!
big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards.
Fresno.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Watch the sled.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll try and run it here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here come the Bills.
Man left, man left. Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be... bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
Cut. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Let's go! Red Ohio! Here we go! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tight right. Here we go!
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19.
Ohio! Let's go! What? 9!
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He Hits this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ohio! Hey! Let's go! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. Hey, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Come on, let's go. What? 90. Check me out. What?
To throw is Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Hut. Rabbit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Right there in the middle. 90.
A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Man 38.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play.
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. What? 90.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Here we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, check, 38. 3 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one.